Hey everyone, welcome back to day 4 of 30 Days to Fluent English. I'm Peter, and I'm here with Kathy.
And I'm Kathy. If you've ever felt like your English sounds a little too robotic or unnatural, today's episode is for you.
That's right. Have you ever noticed that even when you say the right words, your English still doesn't sound like a native speaker?
Maybe you feel like your pronunciation is correct, but your speech is too slow, too stiff, or just doesn't flow naturally.
If that sounds like you, don't worry. It's not your fault. Most English learners spend years focusing on grammar and vocabulary, but they never learn how to use rhythm, intonation, and natural speech patterns.
Exactly. Think about it. When native speakers talk, they don't just say words correctly. They use a special rhythm, tone, and flow that makes their speech sound relaxed and natural.
So, today, we're going to teach you 4 powerful techniques to help you sound more natural and confident when you speak English.
By the end of this episode, you'll know how to use English rhythm and intonation, why contractions and reductions make you sound more fluent, how to use filler words and pauses like a native speaker, why sentence stress changes the meaning of what you say.
And trust me, once you start using these techniques, your English will sound smoother and more confident.
All right, ready to take your speaking skills to the next level? Let's dive in.
Let's start with one of the biggest differences between learners and native speakers: rhythm and intonation.
Right. English has a special rhythm. It's not flat or monotone. It's a mix of stressed and unstressed syllables. Some words are said clearly and strongly, while others are softer and quicker.
To help you understand, let's compare English to music. Think of a song. Some beats are strong and some are light. English works the same way. You don't say every word with the same emphasis.
Let's try an example. Listen to this sentence. I really wanted to go, but I was too busy. If I say every word with equal stress, it sounds robotic. I really wanted to go, but I was too busy. Too flat, unnatural.
Now, listen to the natural rhythm. I really wanted to go, but I was too busy. Sounds natural. The important words, wanted and too busy, are stressed, while I really and to go are softer.
Now it's your turn. Let's practice these. I can't believe it. Stress on can't. That's a great idea. Stress on great.
Practicing rhythm will make your English sound more expressive, fluent, and confident.
Next, let's talk about contractions and reductions. Many learners pronounce every word separately, but native speakers shorten words naturally.
That's right. Instead of saying, I am going to call her, a native speaker would say, I'm gonna call her. More natural.
Here are a few more examples. I don't know. I don't know. Give me a sec. Give me a second. Let me think. Let me think. Let's do a fun quiz. I'll say a full sentence, and Peter will say the natural version. Try to repeat with him. I do not want to go there.
I don't want to go there.
What do you think about this?
What do you think about this? Great. If you start using these reductions, your English will sound smoother and more natural. Do you ever feel like your English sounds too stiff or too direct? That's because native speakers don't speak in perfect sentences.
That's right. In real life, people use filler words and pauses to sound more natural and buy time while they think.
Here are some common filler words native speakers use. Well, when thinking, to check understanding. I mean, to explain further. Like, used in casual speech.
For example, instead of saying, I don't agree, too direct, a native speaker might say, well, I kind of see your point, but more natural, softer.
Now let's practice. I'll say a sentence without fillers, and Kathy will say a more natural version. I think this is wrong.
Well, I think this might not be right.
Try using filler words to sound more relaxed and natural in conversations.
Did you know that stressing different words can change the meaning of a sentence?
Let's try an example. Listen to this sentence. I didn't say she stole the money. Now let's stress different words. I didn't say she stole the money. Someone else said it. I didn't say she stole the money. I only hinted at it. I didn't say she stole the money. Someone else stole it.
Crazy, right? The sentence doesn't change, but the meaning does. This is why sentence stress is so important in English.
Let's practice one more. Listen to this sentence. She didn't call him. Now, let's stress different words. She didn't call him. Someone else called him. She didn't call him. She never called. She didn't call him. She texted him instead.
Wow! Now you see how stressing different words can change the meaning.
Practicing sentence stress will help you express yourself more clearly and sound more confident. Wow! We covered a lot of great strategies today to help you sound more natural when speaking English. Let's quickly review the key points.
Yes. If you want to speak English more fluently and confidently, remember these 4 powerful techniques.
Use the right rhythm and intonation. English has a natural flow, with some words stressed and others spoken quickly. Don't make every word equal. Focus on the rhythm of natural speech.
Use contractions and reductions. Native speakers don't say every word separately. Instead of going to, they say gonna. Instead of let me, they say lemme. Learning these will help you sound more fluent and relaxed.
Use filler words and pauses like a native speaker. Don't rush to say everything perfectly. Use words like well, you know, and I mean to make your speech sound more natural and smooth.
Master sentence stress to change meaning. In English, stressing different words can completely change the meaning of a sentence. Learn to emphasize the right words to sound more confident and expressive.
Now it's your turn. Here's your Day 4 challenge.
Step 1. Pick one of the techniques from today: rhythm, contractions, filler words, or sentence stress.
Step 2. Record yourself speaking in English using that technique. You can read a short paragraph, talk about your day, or repeat a sentence using natural rhythm, contractions, or stress.
Step 3. Listen to your recording and compare it to how a native speaker would say it. If possible, share it with a friend or language partner and ask for feedback.
And for those of you who love a challenge, try shadowing a short clip of a native speaker. Listen to their rhythm, contractions, and pauses, and then copy them exactly.
And we want to hear from you. Leave a comment and tell us. Which technique was the hardest for you? Rhythm, contractions, filler words, or stress? What sentence did you practice? How did it feel to speak more naturally?
All right, you've now got the tools to sound more natural and confident when speaking English. But what happens when you're in a conversation and suddenly you don't know what to say?
Oh, I think we've all been there. You start talking, but then awkward silence. You don't know how to keep the conversation going.
Well, don't worry, because tomorrow's episode is all about how to keep a conversation going smoothly. We'll show you techniques to avoid awkward silences, ask great follow-up questions, sound engaged and interesting in conversations.
You don't want to miss it, so make sure you subscribe and follow so you get the next episode.
And remember, sounding natural takes practice, so start using these techniques today.
See you tomorrow, and until then, speak, practice, and enjoy learning English.
Bye for now and keep going strong.